Herman, how are we doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good. Matt Seaver, good to see you again. Alright, we got a little lesson planned for today. We've been out to the range a few times.
A couple times.
This
Off
winter?
season, winter time.
That's good, keeping it going.
Yeah.
Keeping the muscle memory intact from what we worked on last year.
Hopefully.
Good. Well, yeah, we're going to give you a little bit of chance to warm up. How many rounds did you get in last year? I think you said about 20 to 25?
Yeah, around that.
That's a pretty good start. Swing's looking really good. I watched you hit a few as you were warming up, so that looks good. We're going to go ahead and get you to probably hit a few here. What iron are you starting with here today?
8 iron.
8 iron, Kate. It's the same thing we worked on last time. We just want to make sure that posture and stance is good. Making sure feet are shoulder width apart, some of the basics that we went through. But we'll get you to go ahead and hit a few balls and we'll just talk about some of the things that we want to work on.
Okay.
Alright, good swing. Warm-up's paying off. Always important to warm up. Hit a few, get loosened up. Alright, good swing. Alright, get you to hit one more here. Chat about a few things, so it's looking pretty solid. Alright, good move. Good, so similar to what we talked about last time, it looks like you conquered that pretty good today, keeping that lower body stable, your knees bent, and just a slight adjustment at the hip, just to get you a little bit lower. Your balance feels pretty good?
Yeah, there's times that I sometimes feel off balance after the follow through.
For sure. It's just like baseball, right? You see baseball players, they transfer their weight from the back to the front. In golf, essentially, we're trying to keep it 50-50 for as long as we can, obviously finishing on the front side a little bit. But now your balance is looking really good, transition's looking good. So we'll get you to just hit a couple more balls and then we're going to put you in a nice little guided position. Alright, really good swing.
One more?
Body. Yeah, one more here. Alright, good swing. So when we are out practicing, always important, we want to practice like we play. So when we're, don't just come out to the range and hit ball after ball, always try and pick a target, always try and treat it like you're on the golf course. So what we're going to do just to make sure that you do have the right alignment, I'm always a fan of using alignment sticks as training aids. So obviously it looks like we've been hitting towards that red flag. So I'm going to always come back here with me and just check to make sure you're comfortable with that line. Goes right towards the red maple leaf. Just important while we're practicing to always use a training aid or an alignment stick, right? It's so easy for our body and our mind to tell us to aim one way even though we're aimed another way. So always suggest using one of those when you're out practicing. Can't use it on the course. That's not allowed. But definitely while you practice.
So that's just to align the feet?
Correct, align the feet, and hopefully you get the hips and the shoulders kind of on the same alignment with each other.
Is there a distance I should stay, my feet should stay away from the rod? Or?
Yeah, you just try and keep your feet as close to the rod as possible. As a safety issue, we want to make sure that that's not anywhere near the club, that at no chance can you impact, the training aid. So just for safety, make sure it's closest to the feet. We're going to get you to hit one or two more, make sure that the intended target's where we end up. Excellent swing. Alright, looks like we're target seeking today. Great swing. How'd that one feel?
Felt good. I didn't see where it went though.
And pretty close to the target. Good swing. Alright, caught the range picker. That's always fun. We'll go ahead and hit one more. We're pretty comfortable in the stance. Real good. Excellent swing, right on target. Okay, good move, good balance. Any questions so far?
No, I think the second one I felt kind of off balance on that one.
Okay.
But
Yeah, it's just all about tempo and speed, right? Anytime we feel that we're finding ourselves falling off balance, usually because we're swinging a little bit too hard,
okay.
you know, trying to have smooth tempo in the back. The backswing doesn't create speed, power, or distance. So just good tempo on the backswing, good balance. Good. So what we're going to work on now, we noticed a few of your balls are just heading a little bit right of the target, catching a few a little bit heavy. Just going to go ahead and get you to bring your club back to here for me and then stop. Good. So just like we talked about in the last lesson, bringing it a little bit to the inside, we want to make sure that club is pointed right at the intended target. So you're just a little bit too far to the inside. So what we're going to do is just get you to take a few half swings and just swing up to my hand. Good. Now look down that shaft line. Does that look a little bit more at your target?
Okay, like kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Almost following your alignment stick. Exactly right when you get to that point. Yeah, pretty good. Right there. So now before every swing for the next little while while we're practicing and when you're out playing, make sure we put that in our pre-shot routine. We talked about pre-shot routine last time. This time we're just going to add that to it. Just as a drill, try to train the muscles a little bit more. Make sure we get to that point every time. There you go. Just a little different motion on the takeaway gets you a little bit more square than the rest of your swing. Looks good. Good. So yeah, we'll try that. Try to hit a few balls, but make sure you repeat that every time before hitting a ball. Excellent. Oh, real good.
Went higher.
Yeah, got quite a bit more loft out of it. Right, with what you were doing before, you just had the club face closed down a little bit too much at impact. You're just bringing it a little bit too far inside and keeping it there. That's why you're pulling everything. Now you have a little bit more square club face on the takeaway, and you actually keep that 7-iron as a 7-iron. Good swing. Alright, try and hit a few more. Good. A lot more height out of that, good trajectory. And going right at your target.
I feel like doing this takeaway, that I'm not taking away as far.
For sure, yeah, you're getting it to this point, and then your flexibility ends right here, so you don't want to stop the club. When you go and turn and bring it too far inside, you can keep going.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a good point. Watch that shaft right down the line. Excellent. Right on the target. Good, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you what it looks like from that angle, just so you make sure you get the right idea. So what we had you doing before, aiming at your target, your club was just a little bit too far inside. Right? So as you were coming back down, it de-lofts the club and you ended up pulling quite a bit to that side. So we're just trying to get you a little bit more square on the takeaway, a little bit better path, and then continue on through that path forward. Straight back, and you can always check that line, and again, always use the alignment rod because now you can use the two to compare. Just like that. Excellent swing. Watch you hit a few more. Touch heavy.
So we want to have this pointing up too.
Correct. At that point, you want that toe to be a little bit more up, having it match your spine angle even a little bit, doesn't hurt. And just have that shaft riding down the line. So remember, 50-50 on the feet. Keep those knees bent, athletic position. Excellent swing. Straightening it out quite a bit and a lot more height. You haven't lost any distance.
Yeah, distance is about the same, but height.
You're getting the true reflection of the height. Good. We'll try a few more swings with this and then we'll switch clubs. Try one with a little bit less loft. Oh, best one of the day so far. Solid. Good, hitting pretty close to the center. You'll have one on the toe side. That's okay.
You want to switch to
Yeah, we'll switch to the 5.
5?
You got it. Just as a reminder, with the longer club as a safety issue, not to go too far forward. There is protective netting there, but make sure you stay. Yeah, exactly. There. Good. And you move ahead of that crack.
And for longer irons, still middle stands or a little bit further up on the feet?
For the longer the irons, because it has a little bit less loft, they usually say start kind of the middle with your wedges and then work your way forward as the club goes up. So yeah, 5 iron kind of in between middle to front of foot. But again, that's where it's always fun to experiment, right? When it comes to golf, I mean, you can read the textbooks, and some of them will tell you the same thing, but make sure you experiment yourself. Hit 5 from the middle of your stance, hit 5 from the back and 5 from the front, just to see the different types of shots it'll create for you.
Okay.
So always experiment, but then once you find the most consistent spot, stick with it and practice. Excellent. Still pretty good. A little bit longer irons, just standing a hair further away from the ball. Good setup. Excellent. A lot better, a lot straighter. Excellent finish again, not too far off your target. Just as a reminder, as it creeps in grip pressure, like we talked about last time, I can tell as the lesson's going on, you're holding on to some of them just a little bit tighter. I always like to say like a tube of toothpaste, right? You don't want to drop it, but you don't want to squeeze any out. Good balanced swing. A little bit lower, getting a little bit more roll out of the 5-iron.
A little bit further on the snaps.
Yeah, exactly. When you find that you're not getting it up in the air, move the ball up a little bit, see what that does for you. Always good to experiment. Swing. So this time, before we hit your shot, like we talked about in the pre-shot routine, I actually want you to address the ball from the back side. That way you can see that your alignment rod is still straight, and then see your view from this side, and then approach the ball.
So from the back side.
Yeah. So for the next 3 swings, I want you to stand right back here, look at your target, and then approach the ball.
Okay, so just like a pre-shot routine.
Yeah, exactly. Just gonna go through a pre-shot routine. I'm a strong believer that a pre-shot routine relaxes the mind, relaxes the body. It's something that causes repetition. Try and go through it every time. Real good.
Oh, felt good.
Yeah. Excellent swing. We'll do the same thing here, go through that routine. There's no right routine. You look on the PGA Tour, everybody has something different that they do. You just got to find what puts you in the most comfortable spot. Real good. So if you notice from before when we had started, your dispersion is getting a lot tighter. You're getting a lot straighter shots. Good. Let's go ahead and hit one more. Go through that routine. Feel confident. Excellent. Any questions so far about the slight change that we've made? Just getting that club on a little bit better path?
I have to get used to it. Just feels a bit different.
For sure.
The body just feels like I'm stretching a different muscle or whatnot. So.
Anytime you make a change, right? Just if I were to give you a pen or a pencil and tell you to hold it differently but write your name, it's going to not look as good at the start, but it takes a little bit of time and you get used to it. So again, any questions you have as we go, we'll talk about. We'll go ahead and just get you to set up here one time for us.
With a ball?
Yeah, you got it. Go ahead and set up like you normally would. So now in order to get your hands back to that position a little bit easier, because I noticed you do play a little bit with your hands as we go, we're going to do what we call a forward press. So we're just going to get those hands slightly ahead so the arm and the shaft ride down a little bit straighter. So then what that does, when our hands are ahead of the ball, we're in control of the ball. Anytime you get behind it and you can hear the odd time the thudding, just because you're hitting the ground before the ball, if we can keep our hands ahead of the ball, you're going to stay in control. So same idea as last time, but just right before you take the club away, it's almost a trigger point. Just pushing those hands a little bit ahead, also known as a forward press.
To just push it kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Just have the arm riding right down the shaft, and you should find it's a little bit easier to take it away and get it in that position.